What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Leonardo DiCaprio is one of the most celebrated actors in his generation. We all know his classic films, Titanic being one of them, but his dating history has also been quite controversial. And although I've never really heard him come out and talk about it on a podcast or anything like that, he's well into his 50s. Leonardo DiCaprio has a type. His type is typically around 22 years old. Now, Gigi Hadid, or how you pronounce her name, she was different, okay? She was over 25. But now he's dumped her, and he's now dealing with her 22-year-old friend, Megan Roche. All right? And, they were seen hanging out together throughout the weekend, getting out of a van together. And then, obviously some of these things you can see on page 6, the website. But, a lot of ladies are upset. A lot of the celebrity blogs, which are written by women, some people have taken a position. Some blogs write, just what happens and the facts. And then you have people that are upset. And I want to preface this. He's not breaking the law, right? He's not dating 16-year-olds. He's dating adult women, right? But now, none of you guys say anything when Erykah Badu is dating young men. Madonna, in her 60s. Janet Jackson just had a steamy kiss with a 23 or 24-year-old backup dancer, Dario Boltner, on stage, and everybody's acting like Stella got her groove back. We're not even talking about these things. But you have a problem with Leonardo DiCaprio. And the thing I like about him, he doesn't even really give a damn about what people think or what they're talking about, because ultimately you can live your life the way you want to leave it, and that's great. But the reality is that Leonardo DiCaprio doesn't owe you or anybody else nothing. No man doesn't. All right? The man is living his life. The same thing I see happening with the passport bros. They're going over to different countries. They're dealing with women, usually who are much younger than them. I ran into a brother the other day here in Uganda, African-American brother. I will not mention his name. He's well into his 70s. Good health and everything. Getting engaged to a woman, no older than 26, 27. That's odd in America. It's not odd in other parts of the world. Now, we can discuss why you feel that she's dealing with him, but let's just be honest, right? All women, for the most part, want a man to take care of them. You guys can beat me down all you want in the comments about your types, what your preferences are. This is what you guys talk about, right? Even, some of these divestors and things like that. If you were able to get with somebody you felt was physically attractive, whoever it could be, any NBA player, any rapper, guess what? Women want money from them too, their preference. It's never going to stop the fact that women want what they want from men, which is, even if I am highly attracted to you, I want you to do this. She will deal with you for a certain time, for sure. If you stop giving her money, if you don't take care of her, it's like working at a corporation. You can love what you do, okay? You can love what you do. If it can't pay your bills, you will have to leave there. All right? All women who want a man, unless she wants to take care of her man, which most women don't, are looking for a man that will give them something, whether you look good, ugly, or not. Now, you will find that desire probably more preferable in the bedroom if you're more of their type, which I guess is great for you as a man. It's better than you get that desire than, she use your money and give it to somebody else. That is true. That doesn't mean a goddamn thing, though. All women are looking for provision. And think about it. Leonardo DiCaprio understands. I'm in my 50s. This is what they want. We know that. It is no different from young guys. All right? If you're a young guy and you don't have money and you just look good, they may sleep with you here and there, but it's never going to be consistent. All right? The fact of the matter is this, that Women have a hard time with guys who have money writing their own rules. And a man's nature is such that if he is successful, if he can write his own ticket, women don't have a problem even leaving their friends to come deal with you. All right? Because a man who knows what he's doing doesn't come around every day. A man who has it figured out don't come around every day. There is no substitute for a man's knowledge and understanding of solving problems for a woman. There is no substitute for that level of wisdom. How to do things, how to be led. Women actively are going to seek that mentally. And dating and relationships is that. It's more mental than it is physical. Now, physical has a lot to do with it, but mentality has everything to do with it too. And y'all have a problem with it out there because what people want to see is Leonardo DiCaprio stuck with a woman that's over 40 or 50. And let me just say something that's a little bit controversial here. What I found out even with myself, now that I've gotten into the 40s, I don't see life in the promising way that I did in my 20s. I don't have the I can change the world attitude that I did when I was in my 20s. I'm missing that desire that I used to have. It's still there a little bit, but once you've been through so many negative outlooks and dealt with certain people that shape your perceptions, it's very easy to get stuck there. Young people, young folks tend not to feel like that in comparison to us who are older. Okay, this is one of the reasons why men deal with younger women, and that's why older people in general like being around younger people. Like most people in their 70s and 80s, they would like hanging around sometimes younger people because it keeps them afresh. One of the things that a lot of guys are looking for in dealing with younger women, although it's a lot of inexperience there, it's the positive outlook on life in general that young people tend to have in comparison to us that are middle age and going on forth. That's why a lot of your technical companies and things that are changing and trending, it comes from young people. Look how Bill Gates shaped the world with Microsoft, or a young, avid Steve Jobs with Apple. Those were not conventional industries, or what you're seeing in Bitcoin. Older people were not like that. But what you're seeing is that a lot of times younger people keep that fresh, and they're the ones that are leading the change and conversations in the world in many aspects. A lot of men like being around that. And a lot of times, I'm not saying you can't find women that are in the same ilk as you in that respect, but it's more adventurous a lot of times, I believe, to deal with somebody younger. It has something to do a lot of times with even what she looks like. It could in his case, but a lot of it is mentality based. And we don't want to deal with the mentality part of it. We're not dealing in that or with that. And the guy has a right to deal with somebody that is of legal age. When you're saying nothing about these women, Cher, Madonna, Erykah Badu, Janet Jackson, who are dating these guys who damn well, if they didn't have that money, those guys wouldn't be there, right? Everything you see from ladies nowadays is to try to prove how much like men they can be. It's BS. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. Appreciate you for all of you subscribing to the bill. We're out.